definitely, if you're viewing, channel points, you earn them just by watching. You don't have to do anything. And you can even win some more if you get predictions 50-50. So even if you have no clue what's going on screen, you don't even know who's playing, you have a 50-50 shot. Whoever you pick, put 10 channel points down, put 1,000. Doesn't matter. It's always fun to just kind of have your stab. And look at this. Bayonetta.
There we go.
Alrighty, so Bayonetta is one of those characters that, when you're playing well against a Bayo, you definitely have to know the mechanic SDIing, and that's a mechanic where when you're playing against Bayonetta, those side Vs, looking maybe a controller malfunction.
I don't know.
This is some strategy.
Yeah, I'm curious as to what's going on if they are throwing a life, but I mean, like, if they were throwing a life, they could have just dove off.
Yeah.
We shall see in just a second here.
All right, maybe just a controller malfunction.
Yeah, maybe so. And
I'm
either
not
way,
sure.
Phil is taking it. So yeah, and it looks like they got started. I'll let you take it away, Cherry.
Yeah, so Bayonetta, see how she's going for these up Bs and side Bs? This is a character where you definitely need to know how to SDI, how to, in which way to SDI as well. So depending on the side you fall into on Bayonetta's witch twists, you definitely need to figure out which side you need to tap your controller stick in and get yourself outside of that attack. Because Bayonetta, while she's not really known in this game as a crazy good character, she's still a character that racks up damage really quickly. Especially the better you are with your combo game, the better you are at connecting your damage, and the better you are at connecting those F smashes like we just saw Baecub get just a moment ago. And this character is just one of those ones where it may look like a lot of damage, but again, Bayo has trouble killing. And similar to how we just saw Phil take the stock, this is going to be a match where as soon as Baecub gets his kill, the damage is going to be almost near even. It's just a matter of how Baecub will get to that stock. And there it is with the F smash. Nice catching Phil as he does regular get up from ledge. And that was kind of smart just because we saw how Phil at a higher percent maybe was either unaware or just kind of trying to bait Baecub into not going for that F smash. But when you are at a higher percent, you actually do have an issue of being slower when you get up from ledge. So certain options like regular get up may be less useful when you are slower to get up. We're seeing now Phil losing the damage that he had from extra Kfair from that last stock, but these Wonder Wings kind of coming in clutch, knocking Baecub off stage.
Oh, not able to grab the ledge on that one.
Unfortunate. We're seeing Baecub go right back to that damage. Definitely is going to need something soon. F-throw, not going to do it yet, but a good way to get Phil off stage and make him waste one of those Wonder Wings. Only has one left, uses it there. F-smash for the punish, nice job. And one thing that Baecub, I think, is really taking advantage of here in this match seems to be with punishing. Anytime Phil misses a really laggy move like that Wonder Wing, we see Baecub come in and deal a ton of damage or get a kill off of it. But now that we're getting towards the tail end of this match, I was just going to say something crazy could happen. And Phil really baiting Baecub in kind of a game of chicken where Phil held that F smash and kind of made Baecub take a second to be like, well, do I have time to grab? Do I have time to F smash? Do I have time to do some sort of counter option? And none of that happened here in this segment. We saw the damage get wrecked up both quickly by both parties, with Bayo with her up B and nair confirms and things like that. And then we also saw Phil right here just go double dash check here and the F smash as well. Just nice holding it. A lot of times people expect you to just release it right away. Like you see the F smash charge and then all of a sudden you're holding shield and you're able to counter. But that time Phil smartly held shield just long enough to where it kind of threw off the pace of the game. So I think that was a really good stock.
Yep. And it looks like they are deciding what they're going to do in the chat right now. There we go. Looks like they showing love to the game. Good games on both sides right there. Just reminding them that it is a best of 3 through the beginning of those guys. All the way up until winners, grand finals, and losers finals, which are best 3 out of 5 matches. And it looks like they may have a mutual agreement to go to Pokemon Stadium 2 on this one. That'll be a good one to just kind of follow this up with. Once again, right after this, we're going to have Sherbert taking on the Thugnificent. who's been working on a couple of things in the past couple of weeks. Cherry, you're familiar with Thugnificent, right?
Yeah, definitely. And we were talking about this right before the tournament and a couple days prior as well. Pretty much ever since he played last week, he's been really grinding and trying to invigorate his like kind of grindy side of like learning Smash. And he's really been focusing a lot on just mistakes he made in past tournaments. Thankfully, to the VODs that we have on YouTube, he's been able to kind of go back and watch and understand, all right, maybe I shouldn't have used Gordo at this situation and whatnot. And he's been working also to figure out how to defeat Mega Man and as well as Pyra and Mithra, as Mega Man kind of put a blunder to his tournament run last week.
Yeah, BW Styles is always waiting on the other end of the bracket for something like that. And just as I say that, looks like Phil and Baecub getting ready to hop back into it again. Let's go ahead and go over to the full game screen.
All right, so Titan Killer, 1-up right now, and definitely deserved it with that nice mix-up at the end of the last game. But as we get into this game, different stage, different outlook, definitely a bit bigger of a stage. I think that this honestly might benefit Phil a little bit. Just because on this stage, you have to keep in mind that Bayonetta has trouble killing, and while we didn't see it thanks to the really good reads of Baecub last game, the one read that they didn't get was at the end when it mattered the most. However, at the same time, this also gives a lot more space for Baecub to kind of move and feel maybe a bit more comfortable as well around either barrages of Wonder Wing and projectiles that Phil might be throwing out. So as I say that, you're seeing all the damage get racked up, and the Witch Twist, nice with the up tilt into up smash. Really good combo there to finish off that stock. Nice way to extend that onto the platform and back off. Phil now nearly getting laughed by Baecub. Nice up smash to kind of get Baecub off of Phil. But we're seeing also now that Phil is now in a tough predicament. We saw Bayonetta rack up so much damage just now, and then right when I was trying to say that Bayonetta doesn't have as good of a time killing on this stage compared to the previous, she just got that really nice counter from Witch Twist into up tilt up smash, which again that was a really great way to punish Phil for whiffing rather. Nice up smash again, reading that roll. Let's see, can Phil make it his way back in this game? Taking a lot of damage. Nice back throw, kind of throwing Baecub off guard. Let's see, Phil's rolling a lot. Let's see if Baecub's able to pick up on that. Does read it with the dash attack. And Phil wasting, I think, 2 Wonder Wings, maybe? Maybe just 1. I wasn't sure. It was hard to see. But we're seeing Phil now get knocked off. 142 is his percent. Uses his last Wonder Wing for the stock. So now, if he gets... There it is. Back to full Wonder Wing. Nice F tilt. Doesn't get the platform extension, though. Phil able to roll his way off. But here we go again with these up Bs, double up B into side B. That's 65%, man. So quick, too. It feels like you're watching a cutscene. Similar to like we've seen Falco and some other characters are cutscene characters. Yeah. Bayonetta definitely falls into that cool kind of category of just watching the combo keep going. But
okay. Oof.
Able to make it back, just barely. Had to use all of the resources that time. And that's also so scary because Pokemon Stadium is just one of those stages where once you get cut underneath, some characters just cannot get back. Like, you're stuck. So, really great showing of how aware and how decent Baecub is at recovering with Bayonetta. And really nice use of that Witch time again. And into the up smash as the landing from Phil was just not enough to get around it. So, that was a really good turnaround for Baecub, I think. What a great turnaround here. We see Phil, this game, just kind of getting eaten alive by these up tilts into all types of confirms. And then here, 2 times this game, we saw Phil get witch timed into up smash. And that time, that second one was just Baecub being sure of how Phil would land. And just punished it well. I think that Baecub kind of needed a way to turn themselves around in making sure that they'd be able to kind of read and maybe have some more time to understand Phil's neutral. And that might have been the thought process behind just accepting Pokemon Stadium 2, because there are tons of large stages, but I think that one's just one that's easy to settle on.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, funny enough, we've got some matches to report on the other side while these guys are getting set. Looks like Just Doki took a dub up top as well. A 2-0 win there, which means we'll also be able to get losers started. So we're going to actually go over to the bracket in just a second, and then I'll come back with a quick reminder so you guys can stay up to date with me. Now, we are currently watching game number 3 between Titan Killer and Baecub. And right now, guys, we've got some updates coming for you guys in round number 1. Solidus Hedgehog taking a win over Anyone Can Cook right now. Up top, Just Doki taking a win over Megatoni, and J2 Toxic taking a dub over Cyberblaster. Which means, of course, we can get started down in losers round number 1, where Megatoni and Cyberblaster can get started. Then Anyone Can Cook is waiting for the winner between Xeno and Swag Flu. All right, looks like these guys are getting ready to hop in. Solidus Hedgehog, what's going on, man? And this is a perfect time because Solidus actually started losing some points on that boss, on that stream boss level over there, because we have some people who donated bits and a few other things. But once again, I always want to remind everybody that donations here are going directly to our commentators, which is not an easy job to keep overnight. And I'm gonna let you guys get a full load of that guy, and we're gonna hop into the game screen.
Yeah, it looks like first we saw Baecub in chat. I was reading this. We saw Baecub ask for Kalos, and unfortunately that was an updated change to our stage list a couple seasons ago now, was that is no longer a legal stage. So we're switching to FD, and I definitely think that this is a good pick. However, with Phil switching to Samus, I think that's also a great kind of awareness from him to be like, all right, well, we have this much larger open stage. There's not really anywhere to dodge to, like a platform or something, so I'm just going to go Samus. Get back to my good zoning game that kind of brought me here and kind of leveled me up, and Baecub's now going to have to deal with me, even though it's their counter-pick in a sense. I think that's a really smart sense of awareness from Phil, but also keep in mind that with Baecub, Bayonetta, while they do love that platform extension, you're also going to be seeing there's nowhere for Phil to land early, like a top plat on Battlefield or something like that. Phil's just going to have to take on the entirety of these witch twists and all of these combos that Baecub can do just without platforms. So let's see what Baecub can kind of do without platforms, but also with a different type of character to juggle. Because Banjo, I think, they're really decent to juggle in certain scenarios, but then things like Wonder Wing and the bomb and other things make it a bit hard to keep that juggle going, whereas Samus is a bit more traditional, like shaped character, as well as doesn't really have anything besides maybe that one down B bomb that can really disrupt Bayonetta's combos. However, they are heavier, so keep in mind Samus rather is a much heavier character than Banjo, and for Bayonetta that's only going to make it even harder for her to get kills, as we see Phil living to about 150%. So let's see. Ethro, not even going to do it yet. I'm surprised, but we're going to see what can Baecub do. Doesn't go for the pistols ever.
Oh, no. Hopefully we stay in this match.
Yeah, hopefully. All right. Nice job by Baecub getting the smash tech off and taking that stock. But now we're seeing Phil kind of getting attacked here, and also keep in mind now that Bayo has rage, the one thing that she also gets is more damage. So look at the crazy amount of damage that she's getting from these auto combos. 70%, man.
Wow, yeah.
And it keeps going. Eventually, something that was very popular in Smash 4 were just 0 deaths off the top. Players would often get so skilled at reading people's SDI that they could never escape from the combos. It was just nearly impossible. And in Smash 4, Bayonetta was just overall the best character. So it was just so crazy to watch people like read you in advance, almost read the future really with your SDI. Whereas in this game, still very hard to do that, read that SDI. And Bayo's been a bit toned down, so it's even more so like on the player to be aware of which way you're SDIing, as well as what options you have out of that witch twist and other combos. And also really nice awareness of Baecub to know that they could use that back air there to really catch Phil trying to get back onto ledge. And unfortunately for him, he did not get to do so. As we see these witch twists start coming again. This could go up the top.
Oh, didn't get the end of
Almost.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Really nice on Phil, knowing which way to kind of SDI, as well as that he can jump out of certain instances of, like, once you extend the witch time to its fullest, you have like a chance to jump and you have a chance to really get yourself away as far as possible. But here the dash attack, not going to connect fully, but definitely going to interrupt Phil as he does go plummeting to his doom, man. You hate to see it end like that, but that was also something that I think Baecub was really planning on doing. It wasn't some sort of like spaghetti. We'll see it in the replay. And that was definitely a really smart instance of using this, is that Baecub here switched over everything and went for a more horizontal gameplay with this dash attack after the witch time. And then right here, we see Baecub return the stage, get back, control neutral, dash attack again, doesn't go for the guns again, and right here, one F-tilt was all it needed. And I think that that time Baecub thought Phil would SDI in and maybe jump through the F-tilt since it was only one hit. But Phil was just not expecting that F-tilt. And really smart stuff from Baecub, I think, to kind of turn that around, especially after that game 1 loss. Some really good counter picks.
Alright, so we're going to let these guys get ready to play a couple of their matches in losers and losers round number 2. And we are getting ready to come to our next match, which is at Sherbert versus Thugnificent. Now, Sherbert played beforehand with a hero character, if I'm not correct, the last time he was here.
I think so too. It's been a while. I don't know if I was commentating yet then.